Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time. Some say that Tom is like a giant among men. Others say he's a little obsessed.
I don't even have a top 10.
Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time.
Hey folks, Tom Vasel here, and another top 10 in my top 100 of all times. Today we're taking a look at numbers 71 through 80. One of the benefits of doing a list for 10 years in a row is that I can look at past data. And that means the games that have been on the list for 10, 9, 8 years are that much more special to me because they've stood that test of time. Those games that come on for the first time each year, people will look at those and say, well, how do you know if they're going to be great or not? Well, I don't. Right now, I really like them. Some of them are games that the first time I play them, I'm like, what? This is definitely going to the top 100, and it stays that way. Other times, I'm putting together the top 100 and writing stuff out and say, this game is in the top 100. I guess I really do like it that much. And the different kinds of ways. In fact, one of the games on the list this time is that way. So anyhow, let's get started with these games. Today, number 80 is a game that Sam Healey adores, but I also like enough to put in my top 100, and that is Colosseum from Days of Wonder. Now, Colosseum is a game that is criminally underrated and is sadly out of print. I wish more people had a chance to play this game. Most games about the Colosseum are about guys running in and fighting in the arena, and but this one's not that way. You run your own Colosseum, and you have to put the show together, and you need the stuff for it. You need the stock, you need the actors, you need the props, and you do this via auction and trading with one another. Has a really great trading phase. Trying to attract the right people to come, and the components are amazing. I have a lot of blinged out games. I bring this out. People say, what did you do to make this game look so good? Nothing. It came in the box that way. All that put together. This is one of the best Euro games out there. Number 80, Colosseum. Number 79 is not a Euro game. In fact, it's quite the opposite. But it's the game in which when someone says, do you like semi-cooperative games? This one comes to mind, and that is Cutthroat Caverns by Smirk and Dagger. Now, Cutthroat Caverns is a game in which players are working together to get through a dungeon, and they're fighting fierce really fierce monsters. Each expansion, the monsters get more and more fierce. But at the same time, only the guy who does the killing blow to the monster gets the experience points. Oh no! What about everybody else? Well, you're tripping them, and you got to work together because at first you need to make it through. If everyone dies in the first room except me, there's no way I can make it all the way through. But at the same time, if they die in room 9, not so sad here. Now, the game is not without its flaws. It's a little clunky sometimes, and it doesn't flow smoothly all the time, but there's a ton of chrome, a ton of action, and it pulls the semi-co-op thing off pretty well. I like this quite a bit, and that is Cutthroat Caverns. Number 78 is a game that there's two versions, the Asmodee version and then the yellow version, and that is Innovation. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Asmodee stark, no frills artwork. I don't really care about that. So I really like the yellow, beautiful version of this. And the second expansion for Innovation is not yet out from Yellow, but I'm looking forward to that. But even with just the one expansion, to me, there's so much variety in this game. This is a civilization building game, but not really. It only focuses on one thing, the technology. And so you use the different technologies, and you're doing so in what, when you first play, seems to be very chaotic. And in fact, if you play with 4 players, it is chaotic. But you want to play this 2 or 3 players max. But this fast and furious and so much going on, and this is a very polarizing game. It's in my top 100, and I know people who love Innovation. But I also know some people who this would be in their bottom 100 games. Hey, but this is my list, and this is an entertaining game. There's no other game I played that's really like it. That is Innovation. Number 77 is a story game, Tales of the Arabian Nights. And that's been on my list now for 6 years, a long time. When I first got this, I felt the box was heavy. Why is this box so heavy? That's because inside's a big storybook. And every time I talk about Tales of Arabian Nights, I always compare it to the Choose Your Own Adventure books. But the fact is, when you had those Choose Your Own Adventure books, they always gave you these options, and you're like, okay, you see a beautiful princess. Do you go up to her and profess your undying love, or do you run away quickly? Well, could there be an in-between? In Tales of Arabian Nights, you have 8 options. I can go up and profess my undying, I can try to romance her, I can try to fight her, I can kidnap her, I can steal from her, I can bow before her, I can praise her. There's options, and the options never seem to have the effect you intended. but they're entertaining anyway. The game is very random, okay? You do things and things happen, but it's more about the experience than anything else. And I really wish more people would do this. Ages of Smersh, which isn't quite as good, is a game I like quite a bit, but there's nothing else. And I know it's hard because these books are difficult to put together, all the different interlocking stories. But I wish someone would. But for now, without that, Tales of Arabian Nights, I really do enjoy it. Number 76 is a brand new game to the list, and I mentioned before some racing games that there was a better one coming, and this is Thunder Alley from GMT Games. Wow, is this game amazing. It's NASCAR. It doesn't say NASCAR, but it's NASCAR racing, and in it you control multiple cars, and you use the drafting mechanism, which is great. When you move, you're bringing cars behind you or pushing the cars in front of you ahead. You're all moving together in these packs, and you have to find the right time to play the right card to get out of the pack. Now, there's some random events that happen, and you're never quite sure how the cards you draw, you have to kind of work with them. It's a card management game, but it's really entertaining, and honestly, one of the most enjoyable racing games. It's not too thinky, but at the same time, it's not just random, see what happens. You have to play carefully, and you have multiple cars. So you have one car out in the lead, the other car is lagging behind, and you've got to get them all together, working together. Very enjoyable game. Highly recommend this one. Hasn't got a lot of buzz. Let the buzz start here. My number 76, Thunder Alley. 75, on the other hand, has been on my list for 8 years, and that is a great trick-taking game, David and Goliath. Now, it doesn't have much to do with the theme per se, but the way the theme works in the sense is you play a trick of cards around a table. Whoever plays the highest card wins all the cards, except for whoever plays the lowest card wins the highest card. David killing Goliath. Although, in the version that I have, the Playroom Entertainment version, David turns into Goliath in the card pictures, which is kind of a weird, sounds like a bad science fiction movie. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. This game works well with 3 players all the way up to 6 players. It has 6 different suits of cards. You take out different numbers. And the way you get the cards, when you win cards, if I get 2 purple cards, I add the value of them. So if I have a 7 and 8, that's 15 points. You get a 3rd card of a color. I got a 6 of purple. Now they're only worth 1 point each. So you only want 2 cards of each color. If you do get more than 2 cards of each color, then you might as well take as many as you can. And this interaction and this way of taking the cards is really great. Works together. Highly recommend this one. I don't believe it's currently in print, unfortunately, but you should be able to find a lot of copies out there somewhere. David and Goliath. Now, number 74 is not going to be as high on my list as it once was because another similar game has knocked it down lower, but it's still a great game, and that's Quarriors. Quarriors is a game that defined a genre which has yet to be really exploited by anybody else, and that's the dice building where you roll dice. You have deck building like Dominion. Here we have dice building, and I highly enjoy it. There's a lot of expansions, and the latest expansion, Black and White, we haven't heard any news since then, and wonder if the Quarriors train is slowing down in the station, but that doesn't matter. There's already a ton out there. I do insist that I always play Quest of the Gladiator, and yes, it's hard to say that without rolling my eyes at the name, but it's a great expansion and really adds a lot to the game. There's vast amounts of dice, lots of fun playing this one. Great keeper for my collection, just to look at all these dice and play with them and make the options. And of course, I always play with the advanced options where when you score a dice for points, you cull it and you can buy more than 1 dice. Those aren't in the basic game, but to me, they completely make the game much more tactical and strategic and enjoyable. Really fun game, Quarriors. Number 73 is one of those ones I talked at the beginning. I didn't think this was in my top 100, but as I made my list, lo and behold, I said, it is in my top 100, and that is Paperback. Now, when I first heard the theming of Paperback, it was kind of a ludicrous thing. Hey, let's take deck building and mix it with a word game like Scrabble. No. Well, yes! It did work! Amazing! I cannot tell you how fun this game is, and it especially shines at the 2-player mode. I play against my wife in this, I play against other people, it's a group thing. I'm not a wordy or whatever you call people who memorize the dictionary, but this game allows me to look at the letters and try to put together a word with them. But So this game is great for people in your life who might be really good at word games or like word games, but you have a shot if you're a gamer because there's a deck building aspect. You make the best word you can from your hand. That word will score you points. With those points, you buy more cards, and you can say, I want these letters because these letters will be used in more words, or I want these cards because they give me special actions I can do. And so someone who's good at words against someone who's good at games, I think they kind of meet together in the middle here, and it looks really good. The second edition is going to be printed soon. Highly recommend this one. Paperback. Then we got a game, of course, that's been on the list for all 10 years. Number 72 is Robo Rally, the programming robot game. Now, there's many programming games. Robot Turtles just came out for kids, and that's great. And there's other different robot games, many good programming ones. But so far, none of them has eclipsed Robo Rally. I still enjoy this basic game. Now, of course, the caveat that you got to play on a small course and you don't need to use everything in the box. And it's, people always ask me, what's the best version? Well, the Vasel version, because I had pieces from the new Avalon Hill one, and from the old Wizards of the Coast one. Mixing them together, I have some pieces from each. But they work together very well, and they're a very solid game. Love it. It's so weird to have a game that's so orderly. Programming, logic, and then totally chaotic on the other end. Very entertaining. This is a game that I've loved the first time I played it. Have loved it every time I've played it since. Robo Rally. Number 71, I bow to the will of the people because this is a game that many people enjoy, but I also do too, and that's Pandemic. Now, there are cooperative games that you are going to find higher in my top 100, but I don't know if I've ever had one received quite so well as Pandemic itself. To bring this out and say we are now going to work together to fight against viruses taking over the world. Oh, what a good idea. We're with you, Vasel. And it's there. The theme is strong, and both expansions, especially the second one, really pumped that theme up and brought new and unique ways. It's not just, you look at the board and you're like, cubes. Well, if you're looking at someone else's board, I got little plastic viruses. But cubes, moving cubes around, yeah. But once you start playing, you're like, oh, I feel like the virus is coming. Oh, we got to stop it. And the way cooperative games would probably not be where they are today if it wasn't for Pandemic. And just a fantastic gaming system. And while I don't like it nearly as much as Z Garcia and obviously many other people do, it is still one that 70 is pretty high out of all the games that I've ever played. A very big recommendation for me, Pandemic. Well, folks, that's it. We are 3/10 of the way done. We have more. Check out Dan King's top 100 of all time. He's doing them at the same time as me. And I'm telling you, I'm getting more and more excited as we get closer to the top. Join us Friday, and we'll do some more for you. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.
Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time. Some say that Tom is like a giant among men. Others say he's a little obsessed.
I don't even have a top 10.
Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time.